I'm changing also my thinking again. That's terrible, I know. And for me also, it's hard to change all the time because the weather is it will get very cold in 1 week or something like that. So that means I cannot make the straw wall, and because if he froze and defroze, he will break the dirt. So I still don't know what I will do.
It isn't easy to live in a house that you're renovating, and it's even tougher when you live in a place where the snow can accumulate up to 2 meters and the temperatures frequently dip below 10 degrees Celsius at night. Not only is the weather tough on humans, it's tough on the walls that keep the humans warm. And this is where Francois has met an impasse.
This morning there is one of the neighbor came and he said, you mustn't do the wall, it will be a fail for sure. It will take so long to dry and it will crack and I will have to do it again. But I don't want to spend all the winter without walls. It will be difficult to heat the house, of course. Impossible. But on the second floor it's not too bad. We set the stove, so from today we can heat the house with wood instead of using the kerosene. Wood doesn't smell very good and costs quite a lot.
This is Etienne and Hiromi. They're friends traveling through Hakuba for a couple of weeks, and they're staying with Francois and Noriko before they head on to seasonal jobs in the Nozawa Onsen resort area. They're staying here for these couple of weeks to help out with the renovation, and they're just in time to help with the installation of that wood stove.
Something else Etienne did is to cover every crack with tsuchikabe, so it was open and we could see outside from every side of the post. We could see outside, and here it's very easy, just with a saw cutting around and set the piston to avoid the heat to go inside the wall. Because especially with that wall, the problem is the heat get inside the wall as there is straw that can burn inside. I was checking on internet, so I made here some holes, and later I will set a pipe from this place to outside. So instead of taking the warm air from inside the room, from every crack, the cold air will get inside the house. So to avoid that, I take the air from outside, burning it, and the smoke go back outside. So it's a circle without using the air from inside the house. That concrete block is to protect the wall, but also he will keep the heat from the stove, so it's kind of a mass heating. So maybe, well, my expectation it will be for 2 or 3 hours after the stove stops. This stone will continue to heat up the room.
So, as the snow gets closer and closer, creeping further down the mountains, Francois and Noriko have heat in their house. And unlike small and unvented kerosene heaters that are still commonly used in Japan, that wood stove will put out much more heat, and hopefully with less carbon monoxide being released into the air of the house. So, despite the extra time taken to install that wood stove, and despite the concern for the freezing of the tsuchikabe walls, work on the floors has continued in earnest over the past week, and with the help of Etienne and Hiromi, they've made quite a bit of progress.
Some people came, the neighbor, and said, "Oh, it looks already warmer now, just the feeling it's warm."
But Francois and Noriko have other obligations too. Down in the town, there's a festival at the local shrine, giving thanks for a great harvest and preparation for the winter ahead.